man. Help me defend the force, man. Help me defend the force, man. We ain't got long. We ain't got long. Leave well enough alone. I'm the king of the castle. I caught you with a lasso. Had a dream, I ain't baffled. Put her up like a scaffold. Going down like TikTok. She been riding since I was in flip-flops. Six-pack, now the belly on pop. Then me against the world pop. Now we really on top. We riding together when the satellites and phone drops. Stand together through the stormy weather and dry crops. Harvest what we can't plan what the man got for us upstairs. All the weeks in the tears, be prepared for him. He gon' separate them, let's just keep going, keep growing. Ralph Lauren fringes be on polo shirts, ribbon the blues, but we know our worth. We the salt of the earth. It's not our rest, but we still flying. Got a lot of money, split the fries up at Five Guys. We the real Jews, ain't got time for you wise guys. Wake your ass up and stop fighting over Popeyes chicken. Pay attention to the song. Leave well enough alone. Leave well enough alone. We ain't got long. Leave well enough alone. Leave well enough alone. Yeah. Leave well enough alone. Leave well enough alone. It's time to go home. Leave well enough alone. Leave well enough alone. Like a sword trying to scab over. Wasn't in the big building, but still kept the Lord's Passover. The nerve of some of you so-called teachers. Say we gotta keep it on our land, but the first one was Egypt. I ain't going back and forth, spirit on him like a siege. Got him running to and fro. I don't know, he might be Edom. I don't know, he might be heathen. The way he defend his kingdom. Never join him, we gonna beat him. You can't beat him, then join him. That's what they say. Waiting on the Most High to take the chariots about this place. People coming out the graves. Priceless to see their face, how they treated the slaves. No more heated debates, they melting away. Encore standing ovation to see the nations receive their payment. This is the patience. Revelations 13 to 10, Revelations 18 to 6, double payment. Pay attention to the song. Leave well enough alone. Leave well enough alone. We ain't got long. Leave well enough alone. Leave well enough alone. Yeah. Leave well enough alone. Leave well enough alone. It's time to go home. Leave well enough alone. Dstm. Shalom, 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 and welcome back to another Wednesday night exhortation. It's your your bro, Zachariah Israel, a.k.a. Dstm, a.k.a. the messenger. Right? And my reader for the day is?
Brother Nazareth.
Brother Nazareth. Hey, man, we got one for y'all. It's a lot of craziness going on out here. It's people still complaining about Trump being in office. It's still people out here, mainly sisters, man, don't understand, why Kamala didn't make it, why she wasn't put in, okay? But as we've been saying, and I know y'all been hearing a lot of other brothers saying as well, hey, the only thing she was pushing really was abortion. That's all she was really pushing in her policies, and population control, pretty much. You understand what I'm saying? So let me get that thumbnail real quick, right? So today's lesson is entitled Abortion or Premeditated Murders? ? Abortions or premeditated murders? ? Because a lot of y'all don't understand what premeditated murder is. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of y'all don't really get it. Okay. A lot of y'all thinking that you're going in there and you're just killing a blood ball or whatever. No, you're taking the precious life All right. And the Most High God, he ain't pleased. When you take his precious life, there's consequences and repercussions. I was going to say reproductions. Repercussions for that. You understand? So, give me that. Give me let's show the people why we call this Wednesday night exhortations. Give me 2 Timothy 4:2 real quick.
The book of 2 Timothy, chapter 4, verse 2. Preach the word, be instinct in season, out of season.
Be instant in season, out of season. Read.
Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering.
Reprove, rebuke, exhort. Exhort meaning to compel, to strongly urge, to push our brothers and sisters, right? Read.
And doctrine.
Exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. Read from the top again.
Verse 2. Preach the word, be instinct in season, out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
With all long suffering and doctrine. So what's the season? It is election season right now. You know, they got that spirit going around. It's not our season of the Most High and what we doing around this time of year and what we getting prepared for, but the world is still in that election spirit. You understand? So we're going to bring it out. Abortions or premeditated murders. I'm going to get that definition of premeditated or meditated. Premeditated, all right? Let me get that real quick. I'm going to get it. Premeditated of an action, especially a crime, thought out or planned beforehand. One more time. Of an action, especially a crime, thought out or planned beforehand. Or plan. What's that? Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood. That's what that is. So when you go out and you think about killing your babies, that's premeditated murder. All right? That's exactly what it is. You had to think about it. You say, hey, you know, I'm going to have sex unprotected. All right? If he let off in me or ejaculate off up in me, right, it's a possibility I can get pregnant. And if I get pregnant, if I don't want to keep the baby, I can murder the baby. So that's premeditated murder. That's what that is. And we're going to expound on that today. We're going to expound on it. You understand? Because the lady that's behind all this stuff and started this abortion or Planned Parenthood is Margaret Sanger. Let me pull her up real quick. Margaret Sanger. All right, this is who y'all following. Margaret Sanger. Okay, Margaret Sanger was a pioneer in the birth control movement in the United States. All right, she was a pioneer. She coined it, right? Coined the term, right? Sanger is credited with coining the term birth control in 1914. So the birth control, it comes from the devil, Margaret Sanger. Okay, your pills, your patches, your shots, all that stuff, aborting your baby. It comes from Margaret Sanger. You understand? Opened the first birth control clinic in 1916. Sanger opened the first birth control clinic in the United States in Brownsville, Brooklyn. All right? Brooklyn. So you know where that was at. What predominantly is in that area? Right? Black folks. So-called black Hispanic, and Native Americans, the Israelites. You understand? Okay. The clinic offered contraception, sex education, marriage counseling, and infertility counseling. So this is all it had to offer, allegedly, because they weren't giving no marriage counseling. All right. They weren't giving no true counseling of the Most High. Because if they was giving true counseling, they would be telling you to be fruitful and multiply. We're going to bring that out. Okay. Founded the American Birth Control League in 1921. Sanger founded the American Birth Control League to gain support for birth control. Okay. Let me get the next one. Founded the International Planned Parenthood Federation. In 1948, Sanger founded the International Planned Parenthood Federation in London. So this Planned Parenthood is premeditated murder. Because you got a plan to kill your baby. That's exactly what it is. Okay? That's exactly what it is. And 19 million of us have been murdered. 19 million of us have been murdered. So just imagine that. Those are the ones that been counted. I'm pretty sure it's more than that. But birth control, the murdering of our children in the womb, is genocide. Okay? It's killing your own. It's killing our own people. All right? So that is the founder of that, and that's who y'all following. A white woman that told y'all to kill your babies. And that's who you following. The Edomite, the damn devil. You understand? So let's continue. Let's get 2nd Esdras 15, verse 47. You got it? Read it.
The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 47. Woe be unto thee, thou wretch.
Thou wretch, read.
Because thou hast made thyself like unto her.
Like unto her, right? Read.
And hast decked thy daughters in whoredom.
Has decked thy daughters in whoredom, right? So this is what the sisters out here doing, the mothers, especially of today's mothers. They decking their daughters in whoredom. The booty shorts, the leggings, the tight skirts, the bodycon dresses, all these things, the halter tops, all these things, you dressing them, you decking them in whoredom, right? Read.
That they might please and glory in thy lovers.
So they trying to turn on these brothers that's out here. All right, the young brothers, the middle-aged brothers, and the older brothers. Okay? They want to please the older men. Why? Because it's things that they can get from them. Like their bills taken care of, get a few dollars, a little $40 here and there, a little honey bun there, $150, rent, car note, insurance, right? Continue.
Which have already desired to commit whoredom with thee.
Which have already desired to commit whoredom with thee. So that's what's going on. All right. They turning the brothers on out here, and the brothers is gonna dive in. Some brothers don't turn down nothing but they collar. That's what happens. And then when you wind up pregnant, oh my God, what happened? Now you somewhere at the abortion clinic because the plan B didn't work. You understand? We got to do better. Give me Ezekiel 16:44. You got it? Read it.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 16, verse 44. Behold, everyone that useth proverbs shall use the proverb against thee.
Read.
Saying, as the mother, so is her daughter.
As is the mother, so is her daughter. Okay? The young sisters is growing up watching their mothers do what? Be dressed like whores. Do what? To go out here clubbing, getting drunk, not staying at home. These mothers now, man, these new grandmothers and stuff, man, they ain't the mothers from back in the 50s, in the 60s. These new mothers, man, that's birthing these monsters out here, they ain't right. They ain't right. They growing up watching their mothers. Okay? Saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter. And the grandmothers these days sitting back saying, damn, what happened to her? She was acting like you. You wasn't raising her up correctly according to the scriptures. Titus 2, 1 Timothy 2. You understand? You want Proverbs 31. You wasn't, none of the scriptures dealing with, 1 Peter 3. You weren't, dealing righteously like our foremothers was, right? So that's what happened to them. Give me 1 Timothy 2, verse 9. You got it. Read it.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
That they adorn themselves in modest apparel. What's modest apparel? A long dress. You understand? A long dress. Something with some fringes on it. Border of blue. Nice head cover. Okay. A long skirt. You seen our sisters, man. You could dress up lovely and still get the attention that you deserve. You'll get the respect that you deserve. The brothers know when a real woman entered into the room. And brothers know when a whore entered into the room. It's a whole nother different kind of energy. Continue reading.
With shamefacedness.
Shamefacedness.
And
Read.
sobriety.
And sobriety. Read.
Not with braided hair, or gold, or apparels, or constantly arrayed.
Or costly array, meaning all they thinking about is how they look. Everything is vanity. Everything is outwardly. Everything is trying to allure or draw attention. You ain't supposed to be doing that. Okay? You got your designer on, it's skin tight. You got your Temu on, your Wish, your Rainbow. Y'all know where y'all shop at, the hair store. You got all them things on, what? To draw the attention of the man. Read.
But which becometh woman, professing godliness with good works.
Okay, so you want to become woman professing godliness with good works. You should be worrying about your works out here. Okay? Meaning, hey, am I living righteously? Am I doing it according to the scriptures? Give me 2 Esdras 16, verse 49. You got it, read it.
The book of 2 Esdras, chapter 16, verse 49. Like as a whore envieth a right, honest, and virtuous woman.
Like as a whore envieth a right, honest, and virtuous woman. Women gonna envy you, sis. When you right and you're virtuous. These whores gonna envy you. When you honest, they gonna envy you. When you trying to live right, dress right, keep yourself preserved for your husband in marriage instead of being promiscuous out here in the street, passing your body out, racking up bodies. So the women are going to envy you when you walking that way, because you letting your light shine. They're going to say, dang, that sister always, every time I see her, she covered up. Okay? So that's going to happen. Give me Proverbs 7, verse 10. So yeah, this is what happens. And all you sisters that's out here dressing like whores, y'all gonna gain another kind of attention because you dress like this. You got it? Read it.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 7, verse 10. And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot and subtle heart.
Okay, so it's a woman that met him with the attire of a whore, right? And subtle of heart, meaning real slick, like the serpent. You understand? Read.
She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house.
Can't nobody tell her nothing. She loud, stubborn. She always at the club. She gonna be there on First Friday. She ain't missing the First Friday. She ain't gonna miss no First Saturday. You gonna see her. She gonna be at the barbecue. She gonna be at the neighborhood picnic. She gonna be everywhere. She ain't finna miss no reunions, no nothing, no class reunions, no neighborhood reunion. She ain't missing nothing. Her feet abide not in her house. Read.
Now is she without, now in the streets, and live in wait at every corner.
She in the street. At every corner. Ain't that what these hoes be out here doing, these whores? Okay? They be at the on the strip, be at the truck stops, be in the nightclubs. You don't want to be like that. Why? Because when you be like that, somebody gonna put a baby up in you. Now you somewhere killing a child, killing the Most High reward. He said the fruit of your womb is his reward. We gonna get that. Why you think you made like that? Why you think, you got the breast, the booty and the thighs and all that? It's made for you to get with your husband so y'all can bring forth more fruit. You think the Most High made you all soft like that and curvy so you could be up having recreational sex, and then when you get pregnant so you can go to the abortion and kill a baby? Come on, man. The Most High didn't create you to do that. Why you think he made it feel good? He made it feel good so you can bring forth more children. Y'all out here having recreational sex. Y'all should have just as many kids I have. Everybody looking at me. Dang, Zach, what y'all doing? Bruh, we being fruitful. Y'all just tasting the fruit. You ain't planting no seeds. You just playing with the fruit. Man, how you got all them kids? I'm doing what y'all doing, bro. Y'all doing something else. Y'all on some Planned Parenthood. I be seeing brothers in the truth like that too, where they think they can plan what the Most High got in state for you. We gonna get more of that. All right? Because we got to spread this knowledge. Give me Hosea 4 and 6. You got it? Read it.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I'll also reject thee.
So we're going to be rejected, right? Because we rejecting knowledge. The Most High going to reject you. You ain't going to get them blessings. All right? You've been on the patch so long, or the shot so long, you done got so many abortions that you can't even reproduce. He's rejecting you. Man, it was a time where our foremothers, man, loved to be pregnant. They prayed for children. They thought the Most High hated them when they didn't have children. They used to envy women if they womb was barren. If they couldn't carry children, they used to envy other sisters because they were like, damn, man, I want to carry. I want to have me some children. Today, it ain't like that. Oh, I don't want all them kids. Man, y'all crazy. Continue reading.
That thou shalt be no priest to me,
Read.
seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children.
That's what's happening. Your children can't prosper. They being locked up, put to death early, having financial problems. The curses hit hard, man. The curses hitting different. Why? Because you forgot the law of the Most High God. And we got to come back. All right? So what is it? Abortions or premeditated murders? Question mark. Y'all decide. We're going to keep bringing it out, though. Give me Tobit chapter 4, verse 12. You got it? Read it.
Be aware of all whoredom,
Beware of all whoredom. Read.
my son, and chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers.
Chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers. So you supposed to take a wife of the seed of your father. You understand? Meaning your own nation, your own nationality, your own race of people. Okay, read.
And take not a strange woman to wife,
Don't take a strange woman to wife. Read.
which is not of thy father's tribe.
Read.
For we are the children of the prophets, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Read.
Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning, even that they all married wives of their own kindreds,
Okay, they married wives of their own kindred. Married wives of their own kindred. Read.
and were blessed in their children.
They were blessed in their children. Blessed in their children. Blessed in their children. Read.
And their seed shall inherit the land.
And they seed gonna inherit the land. Children are a blessing, man, not a curse. It's a blessing. You understand? Not for you to go run out and kill the children when things get a little hard. I never thought I had the kids that we have. Man, we got 11 children, man. My wife carried 11 children. I never thought. Okay, we had 1, 2, 3. If y'all seen that movie Idlewild, right? You had the character that played Andre 3000, and then you had Rooster, the dude that played Big Boy from Outkast. I think his name was Rooster. I ain't seen him in a minute. But, man, he kept having kids. He had 1 or 2. He was happy. Then he had 3, 4, and you start to see his face change. They was taking pictures every time they had children. He was like, dang. But the Lord would make a way. It ain't going to always just be, woo. No. He going to provide a way for you to feed them children. Okay? And it ain't always food stamps. I don't get food stamps. But it's some people out here that need food stamps. The Most High going to make a way where you can get them food stamps. Hell, I'm trying to apply for some more. Hell, I'm trying to apply for some. You understand? So, give me Ecclesiasticus 23. We're going to start at verse 17. You got it. Read it.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 23, verse 17. All bread is sweet to a whoremonger.
All bread is sweet to a whoremonger. That is a man whore. He don't care how the woman look. Read.
He will not leave off until he die.
He ain't going to leave until he die. Them going to be the ones that's going to get the pack. Get some kind of STD. They ain't going to quit until the Lord curse them with a disease that they can't get rid of. Right? right? Read.
A man that breaketh wedlock.
A man that breaketh wedlock, meaning he's married and decide to go out and deal with whores. He's breaking wedlock because a lot of sisters think that, hey, it's just all about the women. Like we just getting on the women all the time. No, it's the brothers too. It's us too. It take two to tangle. It take two to make that baby. But the woman ultimately have the decision on what she want to do with her body. That's why a lot of women are mad that Kamala didn't make it. That's what this is about. But it takes two. So y'all women got to be more wiser on who y'all open y'all legs to. Right? Read.
Saying thus in his heart, who seeth me, I am compassed about with darkness.
I'm compassed about with darkness, meaning can't nobody see him. Read.
The walls cover me, and nobody seeth me. What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins.
He thinking he got away with something. He saying, man, the Most High ain't gonna remember my sins. Silly man, right? Read.
Such a man only fear of the eyes of man, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
The Lord see everything. I bet you can't look at the sun. His eyes is 10,000 times brighter than the sun. He see everything. Read.
Beholding all the ways of man and considering the most secret parts.
He gonna see everything you doing, even your secrets. Read.
He knew all things.
Read louder.
He knew all things.
Read.
Ere every day were created.
Read.
So also after they were perfected, he looked upon them all.
Read.
This man shall be punished in the streets of the city.
These brothers gonna get punished out here too. All right. These days, you was literally punished in the streets. But now, what's happening? Brothers is getting punished with child support. Brothers is getting punished with STDs. Brothers is getting put to death. Read.
And where he suspected not, he shall be taken.
He's gonna be taken. Read.
Thus shall it go also with the wife that leaveth her husband.
So when you leave your husband, and these sisters with these side pieces, they boo things.
I got hoes.
When you leave your husband and step out and get pregnant by another man, right? Read.
And breaketh in here by another.
And bringeth in an heir by another, meaning another child. Meaning another child. You ain't even supposed to be out here skipping around like that. Because it's a possibility you can bring in another child. And that's what a lot of these sisters are afraid of. That's why the abortions are so high. Because they done stepped out on a man, or, right, they separated and got pregnant, or divorced and got pregnant. But in the beginning, back in biblical times, it wasn't so. You weren't supposed to get down like that. It was consequences and repercussions. Read.
For first, she have disobeyed the law of the Most High.
You disobeyed the law of the Most High. Read.
And secondly, she have trespassed against her own husband.
You trespassed against your own husband. Read.
And thirdly, she have played the whore in adultery.
She played a what?
The whore in adultery.
You played a whore in adultery. So you out here, you playing whore, you playing the adulterer, and you laying up, in a lot of cases, getting pregnant. Right? Continue.
And brought children by another man.
And did what?
And brought children by another man.
Another baby daddy. Another baby daddy. You done brung in children by another man. So what we supposed to do? We should have the children? Yes. But you shouldn't be laid up with another man. Oh, hey, bro, that's why we want to have abortions. No, you shouldn't be holding around no way. Get somewhere and sit down. All the miles you running up on that thing. Get somewhere and sit down. Now you got baby daddy number 1, 2, 3, and 4. I know people, sisters, man, got 4, 5, 6 baby daddies. Ain't no telling how many abortions they done had. Man, you'd be surprised who done went and had that abortion. All right? Abortion or premeditated murder. Which one is it? Right? Continue.
She shall be brought out unto the congregation, and inquisitions
Read.
inquisitions shall be made of her children.
So you're gonna be brought out in the congregations, right? And it's gonna be decisions made on your children. You understand? Read.
Her children shall not take root, and her branches shall bring forth no fruit.
You ain't gonna be able to bring forth no fruit, because your children ain't gonna take root. All right. We still talking about what? The fruit. Your offspring. Okay? Meaning it's going to be consequences of repercussions. I don't know why I want to keep saying reproductions. I guess because we dealing with children. We talking about reproducing, right? But it's going to be consequences and repercussions for what you doing. And back then, you was likely stoned to death. The inquisitions shall be made of her children. Her children shall not take root, and her branches shall bring forth no fruit. It's going to be some judgment going on. Okay? Continue reading.
She shall leave her memory to be cursed, and in her reproach shall not be blotted out.
Her reproach ain't going to be blotted out. She going to have a stain on her name for doing these things, for playing a whore, for dealing with these whoremongers, right? Continue.
And they that remain shall know that there is nothing better than the fear of the Lord, and that there is nothing sweeter than to take heed unto the commandments of the Lord.
So ain't nothing better, right? Nothing sweeter than to take heed unto the commandments of the Lord. Read.
It is great glory to follow the Lord, and to be received of him is long life.
We want to please the Lord, not man. So we shouldn't be out here doing what? Having recreational sex and getting pregnant. To do what? Go out here only to kill the baby. Premeditated murder. You had to think about it. We just read the definition. It's a planned murder, Planned Parenthood. I ain't gonna wait on the Lord to bless me. All right. And if I do bring forth a bastard son, I'm just gonna kill him. Well, you a murderer then. We're gonna read that. Right? We're gonna read that. Give me Genesis 1. Start at verse 26. You got it. Read it.
The book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 26. And God said, let us make man in our own image,
Read.
after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth.
So we supposed to be fruitful and multiply. Okay? Okay? God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness. That's multiplying, guys. That's multiplying. So we can have dominion over the earth, right? Give me the next verse.
So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them.
Male and female created he them. We still dealing with reproduction. Reproducing. being fruitful, right? Continue.
And God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply.
Be what?
Be fruitful and multiply,
Be fruitful and multiply. Read.
and replenish the earth,
Read.
and subdue it,
And take over it. Control it. Read.
and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth.
So that's what we supposed to be doing. Replenishing the earth. Being fruitful and multiply. Not subtract. Not subtract. Being fruitful. What's that? Dealing with your wife. You wives dealing with your husband. Being fruitful. That's being fruitful. You be fruitful. You handle your business. You leave seed and you multiply. That's what it's for. It's not for you to be having recreational sex. I'm like, dang, man. I know they doing it way more than we doing it. Why they ain't got no children? Excuse me. Recreational sex. Planned Parenthood. All right. Give me Psalms 127, verse 3. You got it. Read it.
The book of Psalms, chapter 127, verse 3. Lo, children are an inheritance of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward.
We keep going back to the fruit. Okay? We keep going back to the fruit. All right? And the fruit of the womb is his reward. Children are an heritage of the Lord. And the fruit of the womb is his reward. Read.
Verse 4. As arrows are in the hand of a mighty man.
Read it louder.
Verse 4. As arrows are in the hand of a mighty man.
As arrows in the hand of a mighty man. Read.
So are children of the youth.
So are children of the youth. When you got a bunch of children, it's like having arrows in the hand of a mighty man. Okay? Because your children are your strength. You understand? When you get older, you're going to still have them children. You're going to have them Avengers, man. You're going to have a whole bunch of children that's going to look out for you, that can run them errands, that's going to be able to go to the grocery store and pay some bills and do things for you in your elderly age. You understand? Read.
Verse 5. Happy is the man that have his quiver full of them. They shall not be ashamed, but they shall speak with the enemies in the gate.
They shall speak with the enemies of the gate. Read it again.
Verse 5. Happy is the man that have his quiver full of them. They shall not be ashamed, but they shall speak with the enemies in the gate.
They ain't going to be ashamed. They're going to speak with the enemies in the gate. You understand? Mic check, mic check. Okay? So, you should be happy if you got a lot of them. You sisters should be happy if you got a lot of them. Right? Because if you got problems, they going to deal with it. They going to speak with the enemies. You ain't got to do much. You going to have that young buck. You going to have that your young son that's going to be like, hey, whoa. 9 times out of 10, he going to outgrow you. All my sons bigger than me. They'll be able to handle some business for me. You understand? Give me John 16, verse 21.
The book of John, chapter 16, verse 21. A woman, when she is in the travail.
A woman, when she is in travail, read.
Have sorrow because her hour is come.
Read.
But as soon as she is delivered of the children.
Of the child.
Read. She remember of no more the agonish.
The anguish.
The
anguish. So a woman is pregnant. Right? She in travail. She going through the birth pains and everything. Right? And she feeling the contractions. Right? But as soon as she is delivered of the child, as soon as she had that baby, right? But as soon as she is delivered of the child, she remembereth no more the anguish. She's relieved. Instant relief. Instant relief, man. When my wife had them babies, man, it's like, all she ready to do now is breastfeed and get her something to eat. The Lord gonna look out for you. Don't be scared, right? Read.
For joy that a man is born into the world.
Slow it down. Reread it.
For joy that a man is born into the world.
For joy that a man is born into the world. It's gonna be joyful that a man or one man is still man. The man or one man is still the species of man. You understand? Give me Leviticus 24. We're going to start at verse 17 because that's what happened. A lot of y'all scared. Oh, my God, what I'm going to do? What I'm going to do? Oh, no. And then when you had a baby, I need an epidural. I need a C-section. I can't push it out. And a lot of you sisters can't. I understand, A lot of you sisters' wound is too small, and, all kinds of things happen to you. But a lot of it be fear, and you lack faith. You lack of faith. That's all it is. All right? You got it? Read it.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 24, verse 17. And he that killeth any man shall surely be put to death.
Shall surely be what?
Shall surely be put to death.
Read.
And verse 18, and he that killeth a beast shall make it good, beast for beast.
Beast for beast.
And if a man cause a blemish in his neighbor,
read,
as he have done, so shall it be done to him.
So, you kill a man, you're going to be put to death. You kill a beast, one of your beasts going to be killed. All right? That's how it was. It was eye for eye. Okay? So, if you'll kill a beast for killing one of your beasts, you know the Most High ain't playing about his children. Read.
Verse 20, breach for breach, eye for eye.
Start at verse 19 again.
Verse 19, and if a man cause a blemish in his neighbor, as he have done so, shall be done to him.
Read.
Verse 20, breach for breach, eye for eye, tooth for tooth.
Breach for breach, eye for eye, tooth for tooth. Read.
As he have caused a blemish in a man, so shall it be done to him again.
So if you out here killing babies, man, what you think gonna happen to you? What you gonna think happen to you? The Most High gonna put your lights out. It's a wrap. You ain't making to the kingdom as a murderer. Now, if you listening to the sound of my voice, repent. If you doing this, repent. The Most High say, hey, man, you come to him and repent. You atone for your sins and you turn away, he'll forgive you. It ain't over for you yet. Just repent and turn away. Right? Give me Exodus 20, verse 13.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 13. Thou shalt not kill.
Say it again.
Thou shalt not kill.
Thou shalt not kill. That's plain. Right? Give me Exodus 21. Give me Exodus 21 because it don't get plainer, no plainer than that. You got to read it.
The book of Exodus, chapter 21, verse 1. Now these are the judgments which thou shalt set before them.
Skip to 22.
Verse 22. If a man strive and hurt a woman with child.
If you hurt a woman with child, so okay, she's pregnant, you understand? Read.
So that her fruit depart from her.
So that her fruit depart from her. Read.
And yet no mischief follow.
And no mischief follow. Read.
He shall be surely punished.
He shall be surely punished. Let's read that from the top again. Exodus 21, verse 22. You got it? Read.
The book of Exodus, chapter 21, verse 22. If man strive and hurt a woman with child,
So if you hurt a woman with child, read,
so that her fruit depart from her,
that you kill the baby. She lose the child, read.
and yet no mischief follow,
And done nothing happen to you behind that, read.
he shall be surely punished,
You're going to be punished, read.
according as the woman's husband will lay upon him.
So however that woman husband want to deal with you, you got to take it. Read.
And he shall pay as the judges determine.
You're going to have to pay. You're going to have to pay. So if that happens, because men get into it, and they so happen end up hurting a woman that's trying to get herself involved, this not even premeditated. The man be punished for this. So how much more when you planning to go kill a baby? Let me get a bomb. I know I got bombs going off for that. And he shall pay as the judges determine. So this ain't even premeditated murder, but it happened. It was an accident. You still gonna get punished. So you women that's planning to go kill your babies, you in trouble. Give me Exodus 1. We finna do a lot of reading right now. We're gonna read this whole chapter.
Exodus chapter 1, verse 1. Now these are the names of the children of Israel, which came into Egypt. Every man in his household came with Jacob.
Came with Jacob, right? Which the Lord changed his name to Israel. You can read about that in Genesis 32:28. You understand? Continue reading.
Verse 2. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin, Dan and Naphtali, Gad and Asher, and all these souls that came out the loins of Jacob were 70 souls for
70
Joseph
souls. That's a lot of children, right? Read.
was in Egypt
For Joseph.
already.
For Joseph.
For Joseph was in Egypt already.
Joseph was already in Egypt, right? You go back and read the story. Okay, Joseph, the sons of Jacob sold Joseph into slavery. All right. And Joseph became a powerful leader. He became over Egypt, and Joseph family, the 12 tribes of Israel, came to Egypt and grew and multiplied and multiplied and multiplied. And Joseph had to look out for him and all this and that. But go back, go read it yourself, and you'll get the whole full understanding on that. You understand? But continue reading.
Verse 6. And Joseph died, and all his brethren, and all that generation.
So Joseph died, right? Read.
And the children of Israel were fruitful and increased.
They did what?
Were fruitful and increased.
They were fruitful and increased abundantly. Okay, continue read.
And multiplied and waxed exceedingly mighty.
And wax exceeding mighty. So the more you grow, the mightier you are. It's strength in numbers. Okay, it's strength in numbers. All right. So this is what happens when we was in captivity under the Egyptians. Okay, under Pharaoh. You understand? Continue reading.
And the land was filled with them. Verse 8.
And the land was filled with us. Read.
Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph.
Didn't know Joseph. They didn't know Joseph or didn't respect his rulership he had over Egypt. He was second in command over Pharaoh. Under Pharaoh, the new Pharaoh didn't respect him. Right? Continue.
Verse 9. And he said unto his people, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we.
So we grew more and mightier. More and mightier. If you out here aborting your children, how we gonna grow? Right? Continue.
Verse 10. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply. And it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies.
So they knew, they understood his strength in numbers. They understood when they see us multiplying, just like over here in this land. Oh, they multiplying. Let's do this. Let's do the Planned Parenthood. Let's lock them away. Let's put drugs in their neighborhood so they can kill each other. Let's let them carry around guns. And let's, it's all to depopulate the children of the Most High God. That's why Bill Gates wanted to endorse Kamala. He did endorse. He gave her so many million. You understand? Continue reading.
And fight against us, and so get them up out of the land.
Get them up out of the land. Read.
Verse 11. Therefore, they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens.
That's why we was in Egypt working like what they call today Hebrew slaves. We them Hebrews. Okay? We was them Hebrew slaves up under the Egyptians, the Africans. All right? Yes. Melanated people had melanated people in slavery. All right? Yes, but you had the Africans and you had the Hebrews. They both was dark-skinned people, but two different nationalities. All right? You had Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Okay? Ham was the descendant of he is the progenitor of the Africans, the Egyptians, not the Negroes. Okay, you read about that in your Zondervan Bible Dictionary. You understand? Continue reading.
And they built for Pharaoh treasures, cities, Pithom, and Ramesses.
Read.
Verse 12.
Read louder.
Verse 12. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew.
So the more they afflicted them, the more we grew. We don't die, we multiply. Right? Continue reading.
And they were grieved because of the children of Israel. Verse 13. And the Egyptians made
the
Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor.
Read.
Verse 14. And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage and mortar and brick and all manner of service in the field. All their service wherein they made them serve was with rigor.
Meaning hard. Read.
Verse 15. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew
midwives. Read.
Of which the name of the one was
Shiphrah,
and the name of the other
Puah. Read.
Verse 16. And he said, when ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women,
read.
And see them upon the stools,
and see them finna have a baby. Read.
And if it be a son, then ye shall kill him.
And if it be a son, ye shall kill him. That's birth control. So the Egyptians was doing the birth control back then. They were trying to control the population. They didn't want to bring forth the son, because if you kill the men off, the men is what plant the seeds. You can destroy a whole nation. Right? Continue.
But if it be a daughter, then she shall live.
Okay. Read that again.
But if it be a daughter, then she shall live.
She shall live. Read.
Verse 17.
Verse what?
Verse 17.
Read.
But the midwives feared God.
They feared who?
Feared God.
Read.
And did not as the king of Egypt commanded them.
So they didn't listen. Read.
But saved the man children alive.
Read.
Verse 18. And the king of Egypt called for the midwives and said unto them, why have ye done this thing, and have saved the man children alive?
So why you done this? Why you saved the men children, right? Read.
And the midwives said unto Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian.
The Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women. Women. The Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women. Read.
For they are likely and are delivered ere
the midwives come in unto them. So, for they are lively, meaning we are of the Most High God. Our sisters are lively. You understand? And delivered ere the midwives come in unto them. So they delivered quickly. All right. So our sisters fear God, and we are strong to deliver. All right. We're going to have a baby. Boom. We're going to labor, but if we was on that stool like we were, them babies up. Come like that. You understand? Continue.
Verse 20. Therefore God dwelt well.
Therefore God dealt, read.
Well with the midwives, and the people multiply and wax very mighty.
So the Lord dealt with us, and we still multiply and wax very mighty. Why? The fear of the Lord. Read.
Verse 21. And it came to pass, because the midwives feared God, that he made them houses. And Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, every son that is born ye shall cast into the river, and in every daughter ye shall save alive.
So they still was trying to kill us. Still. All right. Until, of course, Moses came, all right, and delivered us up out of that captivity, up out of the hands of the Egyptians. All right. And we still being hunted down and chased to this day until the Most High God say, hey, I'm going to crack the sky and come deliver us about this captivity. That's what we waiting on. That's what we waiting on. You understand? So we got to do better, family. We got to do better. You got to be fruitful. You must multiply. Why? Because the children are the Lord's reward. That's the fruit. The fruit of the womb. The womb is the Lord's reward. Okay? If you a murderer, you're not going to make it. We're going to end it out with this last chapter, this book, chapter, and verse. We're going to end it out. But you got to do better, fam. You got to. All right? Give me Revelations 21, verse 8.
The book of Revelation, chapter 21, verse 8. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and scoffers and idolaters.
Stop. Read it from the top again.
But the fearful and the unbelieving and the abominable and murderers.
And who?
Murderers.
And who?
Murderers.
Read.
And whoremongers and scoffers.
And sorcerers.
Sorcerers.
Read.
And idolaters.
And idolaters. Read.
And all liars.
And all liars. Read.
Shall have their part in the lake, which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death.
Which is the what?
The second death.
So when you die, the Lord gonna raise you up and kill you again because you out here killing your babies. You out here killing your babies. You understand? So we gotta wake up, family. We gotta keep the law, statutes, and commandments, right? Because when you're aborting your children, you are committing premeditated murder. You understand? You are committing premeditated murder. Abortions or premeditated murder? Question mark. So what are you doing? We just brought out a lot of scriptures. Could have brought out more. I try to keep it within the hour, right? But we got to repent, family. So I hope this video was edifying to you. I hope it strengthened your walk. I hope that you are taking it slow, easy. If you're not married, I hope you are properly proven your lifetime partner that you're gonna be with, your husband or your wife. I hope you guys are going through the proven state and stages so you can know what you're getting. You understand? And see how the person feel about children. Some people just don't want to have children. If a person don't want to have children, that might not be the person for you. Matter of fact, that's not the person for you, because the Lord say, be fruitful and multiply. Let her be on her own and let her get old and die with a dog or something like that. Okay, they don't want to have kids. That's not the Most High God plan. You understand? So I hope this video was edifying, strengthen your walk. Guys, we got to do better. Stop going and trying to play God, because there's consequences and repercussions for that. It's your op, your bro Zachariah Israel, and my reader,
Brother Nazareth.
Shalom. Love y'all.
Once we realize
Shalom.
this is not our rest, and the war is within, the battle is within, How you gonna stay at the house, man? Help me defend the fort, We ain't got long, Leave well enough alone. I'm the king of the castle. I caught you with a lasso. Had a dream, I ain't baffled. Put her up like a scaffold. Going down like TikTok. She been riding since I was in flip-flops. 6-pack, now the belly on pop. Then me against the world pop. Now we really on top. We riding together when the satellites and phone drops. Stand together through the stormy weather and dry crops. Harvest what we can't plan what the man got for us upstairs. All the weeks and the tears, be prepared for him. He gon' separate them, let's just keep going, keep growing. Ralph Lauren fringes be on polo shirts, ribbon the blues, but we know our worth. We the salt of the earth. This not our rest, but we still flying. Got a lot of money, split the fries up at Five Guys. We the real Jews, ain't got time for you wise guys. Wake your ass up and stop fighting over Popeyes chicken. Pay attention to the song. Leave well enough alone. Leave well enough alone. We ain't got it all. Leave well enough alone. Leave well enough alone. Yeah. Leave well enough alone. Leave well enough alone. It's time to go home. Leave well enough alone. Leave well enough alone. Like a sword trying to scab over. Wasn't in the big building, but still kept the Lord's pass. So the nerve of some of you so-called teachers. Say we gotta keep it on our land, but the first one was Egypt. I ain't going back and forth, spirit on him like a seizure. Got him running to and fro. I don't know, he might be Edom. I don't know, he might be heathen. The way he defend his kingdom. Never join him, we gonna beat him. You can't beat him, then join him. That's what they say. Waiting on the Most High to take the chariots about this place. People coming out the graves. Priceless to see their face, how they treated the slaves. No more heated debates, they melting away. Encore standing ovation to see the nations receive their payment. This is the patience. Revelations 13 to 10, Revelations 18 to 6, double payment. Pay attention to the song. Leave well enough alone. Leave well enough alone. We ain't got it all. Leave well enough alone. Leave well enough alone.